Can I be vulnerable for like just a minute here? Just on the off chance that you might feel like this too. Because then I'm not just one weird oddball in the world, we're two weird oddballs together. Okay, so sometimes I feel like I'm just reading way too much into stuff. Reading in between the lines of the lines. It felt like assuming that people were mad at me or assuming that I got something wrong, it meant that I could solve the problem. But in reality, nobody is mad at you. And maybe, just maybe, is it possible that I'm creating a problem where there is none? And maybe life begins to feel lighter when we decide to look for the light. Because confirmation bias is such a real thing, right? We are going to see in the world what we already believe. And so this year, I really decided for myself to believe in the best of people, to believe the best in the world, even when it feels hard to. Sincerely, a brain programmed to assume the worst. Today I'm releasing my original painting series Storybook, which is so exciting and fun. I like to consider these paintings like a page from a story that I want to live. Things that I love the most in life. Kitties, coffee shops, new friends, florals. First, let's talk about the kitties. So I had a conversation with a stranger at an art market one day, and it's one of those moments that I feel like will stick with me for a long time. So my usual conversation starter when people come into my art booth is, so do you have cats? Are you a cat person? Because almost everyone who comes into my booth is here for the cats, let's be real. And this one girl actually said, no, I'm actually not a cat person. I've never really liked cats, but I really do like your artwork. And she just kind of like looks at it for a while, and just like that, all of my small chat scripts are out the window. I have nothing to talk about anymore. And in that lapse of comfortable silence, I found myself kind of thinking to myself, like, why do I paint cats? Because usually I play it off as I have 3 cats that I love a lot and I paint what I love, which is, you know, that's definitely true. But if I'm being honest for myself, I feel like that's not the end of the story, because I feel like I would have gotten bored of the subject matter by now if that was all it was. Then as I was sitting there, I kind of had this memory of being a kid, like very, very young. I remember just being very fascinated by cats and the way that they would like conduct themselves in the world, their demeanor, and how they just like seemed like they were very specific about their actions. The way that they walk, they're very specific in the way that they walk. Like, they know exactly where they're stepping, they know exactly what's around them. Their self-awareness was just like something that I was very fascinated by as someone that's not super self-aware. I'm so bad. I have no spatial awareness whatsoever. I will get lost so easily. And they have a very no BS approach to the world. Like, they never ever take something on that they do not want. They're very good at saying no in a way that I'm just not. And as a chronic deprogramming people pleaser, I can't help this intrinsic fascination with how they always just know themselves so well. Because I have, for a long time in my life, felt very out of touch with myself and more in tune with what others wanted from me. And so in large part, I love painting cats because for me, they are a symbol of knowing yourself, loving yourself, and standing up for yourself. These paintings for me are a returning to childlike joy. These paintings are a reminder that you have the power to rewrite your story at any point that you want to. This collection includes more than 15 original watercolor paintings, art prints, greeting cards, and yes, a handful of oil paintings. I returned to oil painting very recently. My favorites from this series are highlighted here. Cozy interior. So let's go ahead and open them up. Whenever you receive artwork from my shop that is unframed, it comes like this. It comes in a protective plastic sleeve, as well as a certificate of authenticity at the back. I love this guy so much. He's just so cute. Like, just feel how soft this is. I know you can't feel through the camera, but I'm hoping that the vibes are getting through. It's the only piece in the collection that has a custom mat, so gotta say, I'm gonna be very excited when it finds a new home. So that feeling when after hours you're away from home for a long time, being someone for other people, carrying out errands, your day-to-day life, sitting at your day job, you know, like all of those things that you're doing throughout the day. It's that moment when you get home and you open the door and there it is. It's your sanctuary, your safe space. You often think of home as a place, but for me, I think of it as a ritual. It's the candle that you light when the sun starts to go down. The favorite Netflix show on repeat for the 3rd time, or honestly like 6th time. I watch the same things over and over. Your favorite cup of coffee or comfort beverage waiting there for you. This painting captures that feeling of finally I'm home in comfortable, cozy colors. I'm really on the lookout for a light oak frame to go with this one. So if you do end up collecting it, there's an option in my site to add on framing, and that is the frame that I would ideally like to put with this one. When Cozy Interior finds a new home, my heart will be warm and happy, let's just say that. The next one of my favorites is the Ali and Eloise Bake Shop painting. So the story behind this painting is I was at an art market one time and I met this girl named Roxanne. And when you live life as an artist, you often have a very unique way of seeing the world, right? And this was one of those times where I was just chilling and I was just like had an instant inspiration for a painting when I saw this girl. Sometimes you just feel inspired to paint, what can I say? And Roxanne was kind enough to say yes and allowed me to take some reference photos and videos of her, which I then took home and created these paintings. Another question that I get often is how do I create these images? Like, do I work from reference photos? Do I work from my imagination? The answer is that I often take images from real life and composite them together into other kinds of images. So in this case, I took the image of the girl that I met, very sweet, amazing girl, Roxanne, and then I composited it with a bake shop near me called the Ali and Eloise Bake Shop. And then I also used my imagination to put her in a really cute, pretty dress and holding a little cup of coffee. So I kind of use a combination of both the imagination, real life, and compositing multiple images. And when I made this painting, I really felt like this is the moment when I was like, oh, we're gonna call this Storybook because this image just feels like amazing #1 piece, like, you know, like it just feels like a storybook. And that's a comment that I would also get on my artwork sometimes, is it feels like it belongs in a book or a children's book. And highest of compliments, by the way, I love children's books and I really cannot wait to see this original have a new home one day. Another one of my favorites is Arms Full of Roses. Let me grab that one. Okay, so this piece is the only piece that I created, oh my gosh, the frame's a little heavy, I gotta put it down, that I created with the very innate sense of detail. Like all of this detail here in the bushes, in the hands, like oh my gosh, that beautiful, beautiful gradient in the hands, like it's my favorite thing. It's also the only piece that I created with a study. I'm gonna put this down because it's just too heavy. So this is the study I created for the piece, and instantly when I made this painting, I was like, this has got to get bigger. Like this is such a beautiful, beautiful concept that I need to see bigger. And that's whenever I created the larger 9x12. And so I really love seeing these two pieces together because this piece feels more congruent with my current style, right? It's that looseness, that lightness, that whimsicalness, whereas the larger piece feels more grounded and more mature. And so I really love to see these two pieces like side by side to kind of like see what would happen if I wanted to specialize a little bit more into the like interest in detail moment, because there's a famous quote by Monet which is, paintings are for looking, not for smelling, which means you don't want to get so close to the painting. That's not where the magic lies. The magic lies in being farther away and looking at it from 6 feet distance. And now really quick, let's open a greeting card pack together just so that you can see what those look like. All of these are printed here in my studio and they're folded here in my studio. The box is made in my studio. Everything is made by me, okay? No drop shipping third parties. One woman show, what can we say? So we have a variety greeting card set for the kitties. We love them, we love them. You can open them from the bottom here because I have a sticker on top. You can also peel off the sticker if you so desire, but I don't know, I find the sticker cute, so I usually open them from the bottom. And then every single card is a different design, a different kitty, as they say. I actually had someone collect this greeting card pack because I have already debuted some of these paintings at markets already just to kind of see how they land. I have had someone collect this greeting card set with the intention of framing all of them, so this could be a very affordable way to grab some kitty prints too. I have a second set called the Small Joy Variety Set, and essentially it's the same thing but with non-kitty prints. So it has a lot of florals, coffees, has a cute bike print, a cute house print. These greeting cards are blank inside, woohoo! Just a blank greeting card. They come with cream colored envelopes that self-seal, so it's really easy to send them off to a friend. Let's all learn how to write letters again. I don't know if anyone out there writes letters, but if you do, use these because they're cute and fun and cool. And if you don't, use these because they're cute and fun and cool. Let's start writing letters. Huge fan of these greeting cards. They just make me so happy to make. And I think it goes very, very hand in hand with the whole small joys concept of trying to keep love alive in the world in the smallest possible places where it is most accessible for anyone to have their love and joy. Also, look at how cute the backs are. Last but not least, I did add a product called Framing add-on. So what this product is you add it into your cart to have me frame the artwork for you before I ship it to you. So I have one option for anything smaller than 9 by 12. So that's pretty much all of the artwork in my shop is smaller than 9 by 12. I'm trying to think if I have anything larger than that. The only things larger than that are my oil paintings, but all of the watercolors are going to be the same price, anything smaller than 9 by 12. And when you add this product to your cart, essentially I just go frame shopping for you. I'm gonna find the frame that I feel best suits the piece and really elevates it, makes it glorious and pretty and beautiful. A lot of times I will default to a regular black simple frame just because I know it matches things very well, but there's a chance that I might find a really pretty frame for it. Because I do frame these pieces at the time that they are ordered, it depends on what's available around me at the time whenever I am framing it. So if you are particular about wanting a certain kind of frame with certain colors that will match certain things, I do recommend ordering it unframed and then framing it on your own with a frame shop when you get there, when the painting arrives at your home. That way you will be in more control of the framed product. So that's it, folks. Shop is up. Go grab yourself some paintings and art prints and greeting cards. Greeting cards, man. They're so cute. What can I say? I have 15% off this weekend only. So if you're watching this at the time that it's posted and it's still in the weekend era, you got your 15%. We love that. And if you are watching this in the future when that little window has closed, make sure you're subscribed to my email newsletter because that is where I will be notifying you guys of the next sale. I'll always offer 15% off opening weekend so that you can grab all of the small joys you desire. Creating these paintings has truly and honestly been the best. When I have the opportunity to think about life and translate life into paintings, it brings me so much joy and fulfillment. I can only hope to bring into your home this joy that I feel while I'm painting. Follow the link in the description and grab your joys, as we say. As always, spending any amount of time here on this channel with me is a gift. I really, really, really do consider it a gift, and for that, this humble artist says thank you. I can finally drink my coffee. I've been yapping. Oh, I didn't even show you this guy. Isn't this guy cute? This is one of my favorite greeting card packs. It's the coffee guys. I love it so much. It's so pretty.